Welcome to TRB Collectibles. My name's Tom and I will be your guide through this estate sale. As we walk down the driveway, be sure to click that subscribe button so you never miss out on a future video. If you have any questions or comments about this video as we go along, please be sure to leave them down below. Let's begin. One of the first items I came across was this bicycle. It seemed to be in good condition, but there was a little rust. It was day 2 of the sale and they wanted $125. This is what was going to set the tone for the rest of the sale. One category that I'm always fascinated with that a lot of people look into are tools. Now granted, people collect tools, people want to have older tools, people are looking for specific tools, depending on what you do with them. I tend not to look into them just based on the weight. When you ship these things, they can be quite heavy. And when you look them up, you always want to make sure the former sellers weren't offering free shipping, because potentially you could lose out on a lot of profit by not knowing that before you buy it.
I don't know why mine. I don't know what half this stuff is. Did you happen to see a little basket, any baskets on the way up?
No, not on the end. Maybe it's on the inside of the house.
So I found this automatic watering tool, priced at $30. Today was day 2 and there still was no discount. So I opened up my eBay app and I clicked on my barcode scanner. So I can quickly scan the barcode on this box to see what other sellers were selling it for. But I also wanted to see how much you could make. So then I went under solds and I saw the closest one to mine was $49.95. If I were to buy this item at $30, I'd charge the buyer, $15 for shipping? At the end of the day, after fees and taxes, am I walking away with a profit? Not really. Always make sure that when you're looking up tools, you're looking up if the former sellers are offering free shipping, because potentially that could eat all your profit. This doesn't necessarily relate to reselling, and especially with estate sales, you get to see a lot of different properties. This was actually one of my favorite gardens that I've ever been to in an estate sale. Now granted, it wasn't the season where things were blooming and the yard was raked, but properly maintained, this would have been a fantastic place to just come and relax and maybe just enjoy a book or enjoy the space. I really had a great time being back here. Something that I recently learned that I had no idea about, but it makes perfect sense, not necessarily related to eBay, but more so Facebook Marketplace. Dirt. People will pay an enormous amount of money for specific blends of dirt. If you can find sealed bags or bags that are almost full, You can go on Facebook Marketplace and potentially sell them for a decent amount of money. Remember, not for eBay, because they're too heavy to ship.
Thank you.
Now, the last sale was $75.
On our right, we're about to pass a model train in a box. But don't worry, we will come back to it, I promise. This office interested me the most out of the sale because it had the most amount of items that I was interested in. The only concern was the price point per item in this room. This whole table was filled with vintage cameras. Now, to the everyday buyer, if you're just coming to the estate sale to see if you can pick up something for yourself, these were relatively decent prices for an individual. But as far as a reseller, these prices were a little bit out of my range in order to actually make a profit on them. Sometimes I think they overestimate the value of in-person items at estate sales. As you can clearly tell, the Playmate and the Archie comic were both marked individually at $30 a piece. In person, you have to get the exact right person that's looking for them, compared to an online market that has a huge amount of buyers. So that I can clearly see why they were still here on day 2. The next 2 items I've actually never seen before, but I found really unique and interesting. They were also extremely clean and well taken care of. It appears that this person was a part of a postcard club, including stamps as well on each postcard, that you would collect them and put them in this binder, and the other binder to the left. They wanted $275 per binder. Now granted, that's a significant purchase, and I did look them up on eBay. There was profit to be had, but not a significant amount. If you're a collector of these postcards at this estate sale, you'd walk away with an amazing piece.
big. That bankrupt me.
I was sick. She didn't look at it. When I checked her out, I know it was the table to make sure that I had stuff. Did she take it out of that house to pay for that stuff?
One opportunity that I'll never pass up is looking up vintage beer signs. This one was $125, which was kind of high to buy and resell. I looked it up and the profit margins really just weren't there for me to ship it, just for fear of the glass breaking. Now granted, I've sold beer signs in the past. I'll link a video in the description. Shipping it was probably out of the question, but Facebook Marketplace could have potentially been an option, but it's a very niche sign and I would always get less on Facebook Marketplace rather than online, so I decided to leave it behind.
Okay.
Remember that beer sign we saw in the living room? Well, guess what? They liked it so much they bought a second one.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. What happened?
What in the hell is wrong with ours? And you dare to face that purpose?
Here he is. Come here, boo-boo.
I told you we'd come back to the trains. I have trains on the brains. Now these trains were actually really unique. They were in a very well displayed box. I was actually really impressed with them. I thought there was a little bit of value to be had. There was 3 of these boxes with 3 different train sets, and they wanted $250 for each box. I was like, wow, they must be worth it. And then I started looking up the pricing of them, and I go, well, I guess they didn't check online before they decided to sell them. So I had to leave these model trains behind, but hopefully somebody got to take them home. Thank you for watching all the way through to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to click that like button. And if you had any additional questions or comments, please be sure to leave them down below. If you had a great time, please be sure to click that subscribe button for future videos. And as always, my name's Tom, and this has been TRB Collectibles.